Stop wasting hours and years trying to build a credit repair business and do this instead. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I would restart and build and grow and scale a credit repair business, especially going into 2025. Watch the entire video. I'm going to give you all the sauce and just understand if you're tired of feeling stuck in your credit repair business, if you're a current credit repair business owner, if you're aspiring and you're looking to start something new, this video is literally for you. If you're tired of dealing with cheap credit repair clients, this video is for you. If you're tired of not being able to grow, this video is for you. Just in terms of why you should listen to me. If you're new to my channel, go to my client success stories. I think it's client success stories playlist. You'll see all the people that I've helped, people making thousands upon thousands of dollars within their credit repair business, from changing the marketing to increasing sales to focusing on other things in the business. I've done things for myself, like within my credit repair business, been able to leave a six-figure 9 to 5. I've had multiple five-figure days, 27,500, as you probably saw the video, $20,000 in the days. You probably may or may not have seen the video. And you see my clients just win, right? And we're going to continue to win based off of everything I'm going to tell you in today's video. So I got to catch a flight in a little bit. I wanted to put some pressure on myself to get this video straightforward to y'all. So with that being said, let's get straight to it. What I would do if I was restarting my credit repair business. So number one, focus on business funding, right? A lot of people, they just are so fixated on the credit repair and then they're not able to grow because you're going to be marginalized to an extent. Even if you're getting high ticket credit repair, you got to understand that it's going to be harder to scale. It's easier to scale. You go get somebody $50,000 in funding, right? You get 10%, that's $5,000. Versus, let's say you're charging $500 for credit repair. You need 10 clients to even match that. Now you got to deal with headaches. And we're just in the time of where people are less trusting of people, especially in the credit industry, because it is a lot of scammers, right? So you got to understand that. And you got to be able to make a shift with the marketplace. So when I made this shift, I saw my business just get to the next level. When I made that shift, I was like, okay, cool, I got something. Let me teach my clients how to do it. So that's what you've seen from the client success stories from the clients that, got in my high ticket program and stuff like that. So the dope thing too about focusing on business funding, y'all got to realize like a byproduct is that you gonna attract people that need credit repair regardless. Because funding is such a sexy term. It might just be that business owner that needs like 1 to 2 collections removed, right? And one thing y'all got to realize too, if you focus on the average 9 to 5 or the average person, ain't nothing wrong with them, but you got to look at the lifetime value of that type of customer. The lifetime value of a typical 9 to 5 person, like when I first started in the credit industry back in 2021, right? So I'm almost 4 years in. Basically, we would have like the average 9 to 5er, and it's like, okay, we fixed their credit. Now what? You got to be focusing on the ascension, right? Look at the client ascension experience. Okay, this person's a business owner, so they're obviously going to want to get business funding. You could literally start for the low on the credit repair, and then you get your money on the back end with the business funding, right? So that's something that that's one of the biggest shifts that I would do that really helped me, that really helps my clients as well. And if you're looking to start a credit repair business in 2025, just this simple focus is going to help you lap people to just focus on the credit repair aspect, because so many people focus on the credit repair aspect because it's just how we programmed, I guess. But when you decide to focus where the money is, which is a business funding, you're going to attract those different types of clients as well, right? And it's just a sexy business model because with credit repair, it's like, okay, have this money or pay per delete. But with the business funding, it's like, okay, it's a success fee, right? If you structure your business funding service that way. So keep that in mind. Next, I would focus on YouTube organic. This is literally YouTube organic, right? A long form video where I'm giving y'all game. If you go to the credit repair business gems playlist on my channel, that's a perfect example of YouTube long form and what has pretty much like got us all our high ticket mentees in the mentorship program. These people, yeah, they might have seen me a little bit on Instagram, but it took them watching my long form YouTube, me giving value over there for them to, go ahead and pull the trigger. Now, I know everyone's client experience is going to be a little bit different. Some people might be ready to go right away. Some people are just built like that, like myself. But YouTube long form definitely helps, right? At least just to know that the person knows what they're talking about. Go look at the case studies I got. You'll be like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. What my recommendation for YouTube organic, YouTube long form, be consistent, right? I know people always say, be consistent, work hard, all that. This is literally how I got monetized, right? Just being consistent, and it is what it is. It might sound like cliche or whatever, but it's the truth. So be consistent and then work on scripting your videos. Make sure you're having hooks, right? As you saw how I opened the video, let's talk. I had a hook in this video too. I said, stop wasting hours and years trying to build a credit repair business and do this instead. So a hook is important because it piques interest, right? So make sure you're focusing on scripting out your videos. You don't have to script out every video, but I would at least have a hook in every video, right? Because you want to make sure that you're grabbing the attention of the viewers, right? What it's going to do, because you got to understand there's something called the 7 hour rule. People got to watch you for like 7 hours before they make a buying decision. And basically, like even you, as you're watching my videos, before you even decide to do business with us, you might have to watch a lot of my videos to build that trust, especially in an industry like credit repair where people are scamming, right? So this is why it's important to get on YouTube because you're fast tracking that process. Yeah, you could focus on IG and deliver reels and all that. 60-second reel, cool. What's a 60-second reel to a 20-minute video where you giving game, right? Like you can't beat that. So YouTube is like a crazy opportunity. I don't know why people are not on YouTube as much, especially having a credit repair business where trust is a big factor, right? So go ahead and get on YouTube, lead with the business funding, and you're going to attract people that need credit repair regardless, right? So I wouldn't recommend just focusing solely on credit repair, especially going into 2025, right? So do the business funding, get your bank relationship managers, understand the sequences, invest in any mentorships necessary that you need to learn the game, learn the sauce. It doesn't got to be us, but this is just what I would do if I was restarting. I wish someone made this video for me, right? So I'm making this video for like my past version of myself. Some of y'all are where I used to be. So this video is literally for you. It's gonna help you get to the next level. Stay prayed up as you doing what you need to do, and God gonna bless it. All right, so um, just to reiterate, just a call out again. If you're a current credit repair business owner that's just been stuck, or you're aspiring to start a credit repair business in 2025 and beyond, this video is literally for you. I'm hoping that you're able to take what I'm saying and being able to do it, right? And just to reiterate, I've helped many people that are just like you. Um, and maybe you've been in better situations than some of the people I've helped. So, it's no excuses. So go look at my Instagram and video case studies. If you go to my IG at Michael Benjamin, you're gonna go to client, I think it's client wins. We have over 50. And each highlight has at least like 4 wins. So you'll want to look at those, just get familiar. We got 3 different programs. So the client wins like 50 plus and up. That's from the high ticket program. We have the community, the Cat Credit University, which is $39 a month. That's like a starter program. So if you look at the tab that says community, those are those wins. So just go to my IG and just like look around, right? And then just at the end of the day, just use common sense, right? Because I know we're in like a trust barrier issue, especially, as time goes on, but we've got to have common sense at the end of the day as well, right? If you see someone with results like myself, you think I'm going to be paying all these people to say that I helped them, like, just use common sense. So keep that in mind as well. Part of what I would do as well is well, okay, the secret to successful credit repair business and scaling is funding and systems. We're going to talk about that. That's basically what I was leading to. So, like I said, I would lead with funding. So, your marketing is going to be based off of you doing funding. So, how do you get confidence with that? Fund yourself, fund people for free initially. Get some people that you helped. You got to help people, bro. I've been helping people get funded since 2021 when I started my business. So don't you think I'm gonna be confident when I'm talking about funding? Sometimes you gotta just do it for free for a couple times just to build up that confidence. You could be your own first case study. Maybe you gotta fix your own credit. Maybe you gotta fund yourself, right? So, Like I said, credit repair will be a byproduct of that. Oh, one thing too, have a software as a service. This is something that we recently added. And we were lacking this in our business for a while. And I didn't, I mean, it was on my mind a little bit, but I just was so focused on we can fix the people's credit. If not, they can get into our school community. But when you have a software as a service, you're able to basically cover more grounds because it's going to be those people where they're just like, okay, I don't want to pay the 1,000, 2,000, whatever your credit repair price is, right? They might not want to pay that, but they're open to doing it themselves, right? Even though they're open to doing it themselves, you still want to make it easier for them. So this is where a DIY software comes in place, right? So this is something that we recently implemented, and we do have a DIY software now, and it's just one of those things like I wish I been did it, because I don't know how much money we lost just not implementing that. So the business model I would do, in 2025, you want to have all types of products for every type of buyer. So if you're doing funding, right? These are small business owners. They might be busy and they don't want to, do it themselves as much, but maybe they're kind of in the middle to where they're able to do it. They want to do it themselves, but they don't want to be, mailing out letters and stuff like that. Okay, go get you a software as a service, right? And you'll be able to help them serve them that way. And obviously, you got the people that you can physically do it for them as well. Get you some VAs for that, keep your margins. And then the people that's going, DIY, they can be in your school community, which is my next point. Have a school community, you can nurture them, and then you can also sell them into your services, whether it's credit repair or funding. You could fix their credit for free with the DIY software. You could teach them or give them letters so that they could do it themselves. My main point and what I'm saying is that you want to have multiple products for each type of buyer because everybody's not going to be the same. Everybody's not going to be the same. So make sure you have options. All right, so when we talk about funding again, like I said, so this is one of my high ticket students, Khaled. He got a $50,000 approval. He used a Connect, that I gave my high ticket students. And one thing you got to realize, like just to reiterate, it's going to be easier to scale with funding versus scaling just doing credit repair, right? Because you got to remember you got the laws and things like that. So you just got to be careful. Make sure if you need a surety bond, you get that. And it's going to be a limit to the pricing you can do. And the dope thing about business funding and why I would, if I was to restart my credit business, why I would focus specifically on leading with business funding, personal funding as well as cool, is just a simple fact that you could scale more easily without having hella clients. If I just get 10 clients, $100,000, I get 10%, that's 10,000, I already made 100K, right? Versus like if my credit repair is $1,000, I gotta have 100 clients just to hit 100K. So y'all get what I'm saying? So you could literally going back to what I said, software as a service, free credit repair, they just pay their credit monitoring. They fix their credit, okay, now they come to you as the business funding expert. You're having that lifetime value of the customer. So I just want y'all to look at it and think about it think like a real business owner. Like how would a business owner move? You want to have multiple products to serve the right people. You can have digital products as well, right? That could be I would definitely have a digital product like as a lead magnet. It could be free or $7 or something, right? Because a paying customer is better than a free customer. But just have something to where you're able to bring in more leads, right? Just have multiple resources for that. Brian Winston, he used the same Chase plug that I gave my students, and he made $7,500 in a day. He got his client 75K. I mean, it was a total of 18,000 in a day, but just from Chase alone, he got 7,500, right? So look at $18,000. How like let's say this is through one client, by the way. So let's say again, let's use the same example. You charge $1,000 for credit repair. You got to get 18 clients. That's 18 potential headaches. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. If you're gonna do credit repair, use it as you should still know how to do it, and I highly recommend that you still know how to do it because you don't want to be that person that's a one trick pony, right? Because you don't want to be that person where someone's like, oh, I want to get funding, but I got these negative items. You don't want to have to just turn them. You could always partner with somebody that knows how to do it, but you're going to minimize yourself if you don't know how to actually do it as well. So I'm not saying, don't take this as me saying don't know how to do credit repair. I'm just saying don't put 1000% only on credit repair. You still want to be able to tap into the funding because that's going to help you scale. When I look at the best students I've ever had, all the best case studies came from them focusing on the funding, focusing on like what I tell them. And there's a training called God Made Marketing, right? And it basically goes over our funnel. I'm going to go over it right now. So CAC Credit Bulletproof Scaling System. So this is a funnel that I really trust in and believe in and use. And if I was to restart my credit business in 2025, this is what I would focus on, right? This took me a while to actually start to focus on it. So you got to understand that your marketing and sales is going to go as a unit. When you focus on having bulletproof marketing, creating a bulletproof lead generation system, you're not going to have to be the best sales person, right? Me personally, I have a sales team, but me personally, I don't like being like all salesy, you know? So I pre-nurture, I pre-sell in my content, right? So just keep that in mind. So starting at the top, you got a new engager. So this is someone that just finds you. It could be on your YouTube organic, like you watch right now. Like if you're a new engager, it could be someone following me on IG, randomly seeing me, you know, that kind of thing. So what you're gonna do, they might have seen a reel, they might have seen your ads, you're running ads. Like I said, they might have seen your YouTube. So they're gonna turn into a follower, right? If you're adding value. So some of y'all, if this is your first video of seeing me, maybe you're gonna subscribe as a result of watching this video. We don't know. So we got to understand that this is cold traffic. So this cold traffic now becomes a follower. And now, remember what I said earlier about the 7 hour rule? We want them to watch 7 hours of our content so that basically they can get nurtured and eventually, you know, they'll do business with us. So they come towards, you know, we're getting closer to the middle of the funnel. And this is where we're constantly producing consistent content, right? So we got our VSLs. This video is an example of a VSL, right? A video sales letter. We got retargeting ads, right? You could do swipe ups, right? That's more technical stuff, but we just want to consistently put out content. So if you go to my IG and YouTube, if you go to my IG, you see I have content over there with call to actions. Comment Grow to get a 7-day free trial into CAC Credit University. Comment Funding if you want to attend this free webinar where I'm talking about maximizing your funding, right? So those are all call to action. That's CTA, right? Then they become more hot leads, right? We're leading them into becoming hot leads. By the time they hot leads, maybe they watch the entire 7 hours of our content, maybe they didn't. Everybody's different, right? There's different personality styles. But we have a conversation with them. You know, we hop on a sales call, do what we need to do. We give them the offer. That could be $1,000 credit repair. If we just want to focus strictly on the funding, that could be funding, and then you know the 10% commission. So what's important too, once they actually become a customer, it goes through the onboarding, right? You know, getting a contract in place, making sure you have a smooth onboarding process, right? And then they get tapped in. If you have a community, if you have a course, if you have coaching calls, that kind of thing. This is more so speaking about like a school offer in a sense. And then you go ahead and get them the results. And then after you get them the results, you do the case study, dump that money back into ads. So you reinvest the cash into ads, you do it again. You get more new engagers. This is basically how you create a bulletproof lead generation system. This is how my high ticket students have done it to be able to get to the next level. This is how I've done it to be able to get to the next level. If you go look at my funding playlist, you'll be able to see a lot of game I'm giving on funding over there. Booked calls are coming from there as well. So you want to just have multiple traffic sources for generating your leads. For us, this is why I keep saying if I was to redo my business in 2025, I would go all in on YouTube organic because a majority of our high ticket stuff, a majority of our stuff comes from YouTube. Yeah, I do in-person marketing and stuff like that as well, but like YouTube organic has been crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so this is what I would do. All right, so I'm gonna be wrapping up. You know what I'm saying? I got a flight. So you got a couple options. You got a few options. You can keep doing the same thing, or you could try to implement all of this on your own without the proper guidance, but you got to understand that takes time and energy. You can work with someone else, try to learn a game, which is a better option. So if you do that, I salute you. But you just got to understand, you got to do your due diligence because we are in a situation where trust is hard to know who's trustworthy and not. And you got to make sure that they're not scamming. So if they don't got a page that looks like mine, like we have almost 3,000 YouTube videos, so you can kind of see the dedication to this. If they don't got like real people that's giving them case study videos, I'm not talking about like a 30-second testimonial. I'm talking about like at least 20 plus minute sitting down talking about where they were, the transformation. Basically, like my YouTube channel, right? If they don't got all that, you got to be careful. You don't know. It might not be a scam, but it's a potential. It could be a scam. Your last option, you can work with us who have proven case studies after case studies. I'm not here to hard sell you. I'm just making this video to attract my unique tribe of people that were assigned to me and just where I used to be. We're going to make our money regardless. Funding is very, very lucrative. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. So my call to action for you, we got Cat Credit University. You can get a free 7-day trial, and then you can get a 39. It's gonna be $39 a month after. So in Cat Credit University, you'll learn how to fix your credit, increase your business strategies, for marketing, getting new clients, stuff like that. And if you need to be nurtured, just go ahead and watch our credit repair business gems playlist so you can get nurtured. We're not here to, sell you. We're not gonna hop on a call for $39 product. You know what I'm saying? So get it or don't get it. That's basically, my call to action for you. But with that being said, y'all have a blessed one.